Alright, it's the 9th of April 2019, and today I am going to cook for you exactly the same things I cooked the other day. Same again, nothing prepared. Turn the grill on. I'm going to cook the same thing as I did the other day, the smoked fish, the smoked haddock, with rice and broccoli. But you'll tell by the length of this video that this is going to take be a lot quicker. So just pop that into the grill. Get that started as soon as possible. Okay, so this is kind of, although I'm cooking exactly the same thing as I did the other day, it demonstrates some of the techniques that I can kind of show you. Let's use that bowl this time. It demonstrates some of the techniques that that can save you time and can you know, have you cooking quite nice food very quickly. So this was the rice I made the other day. I didn't have any yesterday, so this is actually 2 days old. I'm going to try and eat most of this today. I'll probably have this for my dinner as well. But I would normally just use my fingers, but I will use a spoon. We talked before about reheating rice. As long as you get it into the fridge as quick as possible, as soon as possible after it's cooked, within an hour, it should be fine. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. It can be a funny subject, and it's obviously not going to be as good as freshly cooked, but as I mentioned before, I can't be bothered cooking up rice every time boiling up rice every time I want to have it. So all I'm going to do is, actually that's probably quite a lot. Yeah, I think with the vegetables in it, it's made it a wee bit more than 3 portions, but it's fine. So all I'm going to do is just stick that in the microwave, and then once that's heated up a wee bit, then I'm going to put my broccoli in. And that's all there is to it. So what I'm going to end up cooking, I should really put that in a plastic container. I'm not very good at doing that. I tend to just leave it in the pot. And that's ready, and that's it. We're just basically waiting on the fish now. This is the thing. There's just nothing to it. Cheese. So the audio situation. This is as good as it's going to get. So I ordered up another plastic sort of case for this phone, and by doing that, it came with a I don't know what you call it, a frame, like a wee plastic frame. So now this camera is in a frame and it's not inside the plastic case, so the microphone is not behind the plastic now, it's exposed. When I tested it, it still wasn't great actually, but this is as good as it's going to get with this Ape Man phone. It doesn't support an external microphone. I didn't know anything about this when I bought it. I just wanted one with stabilisation that wasn't a £300 GoPro, so it's £90 this one cost. So we'll just have to live with it. I've actually upped the frame rate as well, or the whatever it's called, the quality. It was 1080p. I think I've put it onto 1440 or something. I don't know. I'm just trying different things out. But we're just going to let that roast. And see, this is the thing. It's so easy now. All we're doing now is just waiting on this fish. So the last day we were having to clean all that rice, go through all the process of cleaning the rice, and then boiling up the rice, preparing all the vegetables, chopping the the broccoli, doing the stalks, putting that through, grating all the cheese, you know, all the faffing about, and boiling the broccoli and cooling it down. But now, today, although we're eating exactly the same thing a couple of days in a row, today it's no effort at all. I mean, I'm just standing here with nothing to do. I'm struggling a bit with video editing, because what I was wanting to do is add in to the end of each video a clean plate, just as a wee thing, and so I have to join two videos together. But I can do it, but don't know what software to use yet. I've just actually bought Movie Maker for £9, £8.50, the paid version. We'll see if that helps at all. But whatever I try either deteriorates the quality or it takes forever. I was using VLC Media Player to just join my two videos together, and it runs at 100% CPU. Never seen my CPU running at 100% before, so that's no good, or 99%. I've never seen it being read before. Just give it a... Just going to do the same as I did last time. Just going to roast it on both sides on the grill up high, and then I'm just going to break it up a wee bit because it's quite thick. Put the cream on it and the cheese, and that's it. Nothing to it. So we're just basically waiting for that to cook. Yeah, where's my bin? Yeah, we'll see because you've got to join the video, and for whatever reason, this camera, whenever you record something, it breaks it into small chunks. It's about 3 gigs, I think, each file, and it's annoying because I don't. So like if I record for half an hour, it'll make it into like 3 files. Now there's a setting called looping mode. I've turned that off. But even with that off, it still breaks the video up into small chunks, and so I've got to join all those together. And because they're gigabytes, you know, there's several gigs. It can be like 10 gigs or whatever. If you join 2 or 3 together, it takes forever. It's really, really slow to the process of, you know, it's just running in the background. But people who are putting up 1 hour videos and stuff, I just don't know how they're doing it. It's to the point where I think it's so awkward that I must be doing it wrong, and I haven't even got into putting on captions and splicing in photos, because what I was thinking of was I could show you. In fact, I'll try it. What I'll do is, on my camera, what I was using before was the plastic case, and I took the back off to show to kind of let the sound into the microphone. And what I'm using now is a wee frame where the microphone's exposed. And what I'll try and do is I'll splice some photos in of those points in the video. Never done that in my life before. I don't know how to. I might not be able to do it, but I will give it a try, because I quite like to develop my video editing skills. I might kind of, same as we did last time. I'm just going to kind of, a wee bit soon actually, just going to break it up. Makes it cook quicker. Again, it doesn't look great, but just as with the last video, just bear with me. Got raw fish in that fork now, so. Stick that microwave on. Just go on for 1 minute. Just might do the rice for a bit, and then put the broccoli in, and then do it for another wee bit. got the phone. I used my app this time to pause. What I was noticing was whenever I pressed the last videos, that it's not a very nice ending. It's because you press the button once, and I thought that was me stopping it, but it's not. Just turns the screen back on, so you have to press it twice to get the video to. You actually have to press it twice to get the video to stop. That's what my endings of my previous videos were not very good. But I was adjusting the angle of it with this new thing. The good thing about this wee frame is I don't have to unplug it to plug it into the computer. I don't have to take it out of the case, sorry, to put it into the to plug it into the computer, which is good. So once I've set the angle on this head cam, once I get this just right, the angle will be fixed forever. So just banging the cheese on it. This is the whatever cheese you like, but whatever that melts nicely. This is mature, sort of extra mature. I think it was a number 6 extra mature cheddar. A bit of cheese, a bit more cream. Just pop it back under the grill. We'll get it. I'll maybe blacken it a wee bit more this time. Get a good bit of colour onto it. That's not hot through. It's only been in for a minute, so it's not quite hot enough yet. But I'll just put some broccoli on it. And because we got all this stuff into the fridge sort of as soon as possible, it lasts, it lasts quite easily, 3-4 days, no problem at all. And obviously, just use your common sense. And if it starts to smell bad, then bin it. But otherwise, it'll last a few days. I keep everything in my fridge. I've got scones, bagels, ketchup, mayonnaise, sake. I keep fruit. Don't keep my bananas. They tend to just go black, but they don't sort of ripen. The default location, all my vegetables, the default location, everything, is fridge. That's why I got this big tall one. It's really good. Jars, you see there's other jars of stuff in there, mango chutney and stuff, mint sauce, do a curry one day. Everything I find goes in the fridge. Tomatoes, I don't think I've got any, but if I had tomatoes they'd go in the fridge as well. Garlic, got my garlic and ginger and stuff in there. Some people are a bit funny about that, about herbs. Some people are a bit pine nuts. They cost a fortune, so tomato puree, everything that I can, everything that I can get, that can fit, goes in the fridge. I'll put this on. Give this 1 minute 30, so we've got longer to alright. The grill is up quite high. Yeah, everything. Check that out. Everything goes in the fridge. That's my first location for everything, unless it specifically doesn't need to, like pasta or some tin stuff, stock cubes. You know that honey doesn't rot. It doesn't. That's actually solidified. You can actually just reheat that, and because that's clear honey and it's solidified. But you can reheat that, and it will go back to being liquid. Honey doesn't rot. It doesn't break down. It doesn't go mouldy or anything. I think that they found honey in the pyramids with the mummies and all that, and they're like thousands of years old, and there was honey in pots in there, and it was still tasted fine because it can kind of last forever. Check that out. Look at those wee bits of colour on there. So that's just your haddock with the cheese and cream. It just creates its own wee cheese sauce. Splits a wee bit at the side, but it doesn't matter. And giving the rice a good blast in the microwave. And I'm just going to put that on top, and that's it. So there's just nothing to it. I'm going to create it. So it's an identical dinner to the one I did the other day. So it's really, really hot. That's burning hot. If I touch the bottom of that plate, it's burning me. So really get it nice and hot. and see, it's absolutely fine. I mean, I could probably serve you that up alongside a freshly cooked one, and you probably wouldn't, if I didn't tell you which was which, you wouldn't know the difference. This is why I think reheating rice is okay, or it's why I do it anyway. And then I'm just going to quite inelegantly just stick this on top. Again, we're not looking for anything, we're not looking for a Michelin star here. It's just a bit of, or in this case lunch, I was going to say a bit of dinner, but just a bit of lunch. And you can see there's just no effort in it, and just one tray to clean up. And really, I should be if I had some, I've got bagels, but if I had a wee bit of bread, I would mop this up actually. Which I really should do. I'm going to do, get a bit of that broccoli. It's just so flipping good. You don't want to waste it. Oh. Just let that soak. But again, virtually clean kitchen at the end. You just get one thing to clean up, and you've got your portion of vegetables, and you've got peas and broccoli stalks in the rice as well, and some rice, and your smoked haddock with cheese and cream. So that's it, dead easy today because it's a reheating one. So I shall talk to you next time.